The embassy of the United States was studied overnight by men in the wall, but found a horrific scene in the embassy's bodies and lands. Documentation. He was shocked to support the violent mobs of armed gunfire in the Sudden area, which came from the surface, and found that he had just been prepared to fire. Embassies, i.e., masculinities, screams, escaping with wives, escaping into the home of a local family, the elderly they stayed with 2 young children. However, one of the 4 prestiges was taken to the bush to hide, while the mobs followed suit. Custody, the commencement of 4 searches, is indeed difficult. Noting that a mob placed a gun next to a tree, he knew that it was only when a weapon was acquired that the hope existed. The men's protagonists then risked the past, the wall shots, but they were not expected to take care of the trees and heard sound mobs to get the rifles immediately to men behind away. It is now discovered that the wife is decisively standing up to attract the attention of the mob, while the male side is taking advantage of this opportunity, step by step. The mobs escaped the rifles and then proceeded quickly to pick up the gun and to seize the machine. No bullets are available. Good. The experience of the fighting in the Antarctic is quickly dressed in uniform, and the mobs put her in the spot, leaving her in the face of the wife in the neighborhood. Thousands on the occasion of the outbreak, a positive mob is pressured by a United States. At a time of nightmare, Grand Who suddenly ordered 2 were successful, as was the case with the male family. They then came to the podium and gave them food, then only the following and told men, the lower stream of the river is Vietnam's border, and it is absolutely safe to cross the border. On this occasion, the mobs on the surface of the balcony were found against him. They madly fired. Who in the men's front dressed in front of the male head of the household were withdrawn, but could be laid down in the puzzle, in the unfortunate middle of the gun. In the upper Who he was also seriously injured, and he had exhausted his last wire to pursue the male head of the family, the island. At this time, the family has run to the riverside for men. Clean up after harboring, he was able to find a boat, and he was able to replace a small boat with a hand statement and shoes, and saw that the mob had been pursued. Settled small boats are found to have been abandoned. Men there are threats, grandfathers are brave, and mobs will seize him and force him to kill his own father. Men are fully involved in saving their daughters, he was encouraged by tears. At a time of crisis, the wife is in a timely manner in the event of a film, a man is in the hands of 4 small boats, even rivers. Crossing the Vietnam border, they were successfully rescued.